Today I decided I was going to cook something that takes a little longer. So this is a great recipe to do like on a weekend or a Friday night. And you know, Easter's just around the corner, so if you have any extra time off, you want to take some time to cook a beautiful dinner for your family and pair that up with a nice bottle of white wine. So we're cooking a coq au vin. So I already started by frying 2 strips of bacon. And this is done, so I'm going to remove the bacon from the pan and I'm going to reserve the fat that came off of the bacon. I'm going to turn up my heat a little bit and I'm going to fry some chicken. So you need about 3 pounds of chicken parts. Now I didn't have chicken parts, but I did have chicken breast, so I'm going to use chicken breast. I'm not sure how that's going to turn out, but anything that goes with bacon and a little wine should taste pretty good. I'm going to fry this in batches until the chicken browns on all sides. So I got this recipe from, actually I've had this recipe for a very long time. When I first got married, I didn't really, not that I didn't know how to cook, but growing up we were very basic and our cooking was meat and potatoes. I grew up in northern New Brunswick. It was good food, but it was nothing that was really fancy or different. So when I first got married, I used to receive the Canadian Living magazines every month in the mail. And throughout the years, I've really compiled a few recipes from those magazines that have become family favorites. And this is just one of those family favorites that I've been cooking for over 20 years for sure. So I really hope you're going to enjoy. So we're going to start by frying the chicken in batches. All right, so this first batch is done. We're going to transfer that to another bowl. Oopsie. And now I'll add the second batch. Okay, batch number 2 is just about done. I'm going to turn down my heat a little bit and transfer this to my other bowl. So now it's time to fry my onions. So I have 2 large onions here. I have them quartered and sliced. And we're going to add 3 cloves of garlic. Now if you need to, you can add just a little bit of water, which I will do. Maybe a tablespoon of water instead of adding more fat. And I'll let this soften up for about 5 minutes. Now that the onions are softened, I'm going to add some mushrooms. So I have about 2 pounds of mushrooms, which I would say is probably equal to about 4 cups. I have portobello, but you can use whatever you want. And I have 3 medium carrots that I have cut in bite-sized pieces. Add that to the pot. 1 teaspoon of thyme. And a little bit of salt. And we'll add some pepper. So I'm going to watch this carefully and let it fry for about 10 minutes. Again, you can add a little bit more water if you see that it's starting to stick. So just add maybe, a tablespoon or 2 at a time. All right. So once this is nicely fried, I'm going to add 1/4 of a cup of flour. You could use potato starch or cornstarch or arrowroot powder. I'm going to fry this around for about 30 seconds. Now I'm going to add some wine. So I have white wine. I'm going to add 1.5 cups of white wine. And then 1 cup of chicken stock. I'll add 1 bay leaf. And we'll let this come to a boil. So now that it's reached a boil, I'm going to add all that goodness back in there. So we're going to add the chicken. up my 2 slices of bacon, which I'm going to put in here. I'm going to lower the heat a little bit because you still want it to simmer. And I'm going to cover this. So we cover this for 20 minutes. I'm going to take the cover off now and let this simmer for maybe another 15 or 20 minutes until the liquid is a little bit reduced, or reduced by half, I would say. All right, so this is good to go. Now there are a few options here as to how you can serve this. I guess the more traditional way would possibly be to serve it with some rice and maybe string beans or mashed potato and another vegetable. But I guess what happens when you cook a recipe for a number of years, you kind of develop your own little creation from it. And what we find that we really enjoy is I like to add pasta to it. So that's what I'm going to do today. I have some gluten-free noodles that I'm going to add to this. Mix it all up. So the reason why I like to add pasta is that the pasta tends to soak up some of the juice and it creates a really nice flavor. And there we go, another nice easy meal. Might take a little bit longer to cook. I would say probably 45 minutes plus your prep time. But it's quite easy and it's extremely delicious. So I really hope you enjoy. I'd love to hear from you. So you can go to my website, healthcoachkelly.ca. And thank you for watching.